Good morning, students. This is English for 7th grade, Instituto Nueva Luz. This is class number 8, and in today's class, our topic is natural resources. I am Mrs. Sadi Vega, your English teacher. For today's class, we have some objectives. Students will be able to identify different examples of natural resources and the way we can use them. But let's start with our fast review of the environmental vocabulary. The first word that we have here with definition is natural resources. But let's review the previous class vocabulary. We have solar energy, oil, fish, trees, water, timber, metals, animals, oxygen, fossil fuels, atmosphere, natural gas, minerals, flowers, energy, oceans, plants, birds, coal, soil. Natural resources are the things such as trees, air, minerals, and fresh water which are found in nature and are necessary or useful to examples. Natural resources are often categorized as renewable and non-renewable resources. Natural resources such as water and trees are renewable. Natural resources such as fossil fuels and coal are non-renewable. This means they cannot be replaced once they are used up. Okay, now I will
You and I will want to share with you this video about natural resources.
Types of natural resources. Natural resources are of two types: renewable sources, non-renewable sources. Renewable resources are those which are regenerated through various natural cycles. For example, sun, plants, animals, soil, wind, air, and water, etc. Oxygen in the air is regenerated through photosynthesis, and polluted water is removed through the water cycle. Therefore, air and water are renewable resources. Air, water, soil, and solar energy are non-living renewable resources. Plants, animals, and other organic products are living renewable resources. The living and the non-living resources are interdependent. Non-renewable resources are those which cannot be replaced in the environment after their utilization. Coal, oil, natural gas, minerals, etc. are non-renewable resources. These resources being limited in quantity, man has to be very careful in using them to obtain the maximum benefit from them.
Okay, through this video, we observe and we learn about the classification of the natural resources. Remember, there are two types of natural resources, renewable resources and non-renewable resources. Okay, let's start again, review again the vocabulary for today's class. The first one is water, water, air, air, animals, animals, coal, coal, mineral, mineral, natural gas, oil, oil, plants, plants, sunlight, sunlight. Okay, now let's see this vocabulary.
In action. I will share with you this other video about natural resources. Saving natural resources is saving ourselves.
I will read for you and you can follow the reading at home. This world is beautiful, but we are polluting our it. Let's save our natural resources. Water is a source of life. We have to save it. Water can clean itself by circulating. But we have to take measures not to pollute it. There will be a shortage of drinking water in the future. We have to save living things. Plants and animals live on the land and water. Animals are being hunted for their meat, skin, and bone. Animals can be extinct. Don't cut trees. Plants can be extinct. We have to stop soil pollution. We shouldn't dig too much. Stop air pollution. Thank you so much. Okay, let's talk about the final work, your final exam, the Natural Resources Web Map. Okay, we saw some example of natural resources. What do you have to do is make a web map. Find information on internet in English, of course, about the natural resources and create a web map, okay, like a cluster, and include pictures to illustrate the concept words. Okay, now it's time to practice. Remember that today's topic is natural resources, okay? So let's start with this game. It is loading.
Information about what are natural resources and you have to select the correct answer. Okay, what are natural resources? Let's see the definitions. A, resources made by human. B, resources we can get from the nature. Or C, artificial things. Nervina, what do you think is the correct answer? A, B, or C? What are natural resources?
El B.
B, resources we can get from nature. Yes, correct, like soil, mineral, water, things that nature has. Mention some water bodies. Water, where can you find water? A, lake, ocean, and river. B, river, pond, and desert. Or C, forest, valley, island. Where can you find water? A, B, or C? What do you think is the correct answer?
A.
A, we can find waters in lake, ocean, and river. Those are water bodies. Trees provide some benefits for our environment. Okay, they provide us wood and oxygen. Number B, we use them to drink. Or C, we eat them. What are the benefits trees give to human beings?
Mm, A.
They provide wood and oxygen. Very good. Animals provide us wood, water and food, or food transportation and leather. What do you think is the benefit that we receive from animals, these natural resources? A, B, or C?
C.
C, yes. They provide food, transportation, and leather. Give some examples of natural resources. Here we have a picture to illustrate you. A, oil, minerals, water, air, sunlight. B, sunlight, soil, or industries. And C, landmark. What is the correct examples of natural resources?
A.
Ale, oil, minerals, water, air, and sunlight are examples of natural resources. Give some examples of plants and trees. Plants and trees, bridge, roses and palms and cities. Which are examples of plants and trees?
La B.
Roses and palms. Very good. They are examples of plants and trees. Isla Iguana is an valley, island, or cave.
Mm, La B.
Island. Yes, it is Isla Iguana. This is in Panama City, right? I think so. Baru. Baru is a cave, a volcano, or a waterfall?
B.
B is a volcano, Baru volcano. Excellent. Las Mozas is a mountain, a waterfall, or a volcano?
B.
Is a waterfall. Yes, Las Mozas. This is here in Panama. Cuevas del Vallano. Is that a valley, a hill, or a cave?
C.
C, it is a cave. Those are natural resources we have here in Panama. Okay, let's continue with the practice. Remember, today's topic is natural resources. Okay, we saw the classification of natural resources. There are two types of natural resources, renewable and non-renewable resources. It's loading. Okay. what are we gonna do is order them into renewable or non-renewable resources. Renewable, things that you can that can exist again and again. Okay, non-renewable, they run off, se acaban. Renewable, se renuevan. Non-renewable, they get up, they cut down, they run off. No more. They are not existing anymore. So the plastic, is the plastic renewable resources or non-renewable resources? What do you think, the plastic? Renewable or non-renewable?
Not renewable.
Plastic is non-renewable. Coal. Do you think coal is renewable or non-renewable?
No.
Non-renewable. Okay. Okay. Wind. What about the wind energy? Is the wind renewable or non-renewable resources? The wind.
Renewable.
Yes, renewable. Copper. This is a metal. The copper is renewable or non-renewable? Oh, sorry.
Renewable.
Do you think copper is renewable? Are you sure?
Mm-hmm.
Renewable or non-renewable resource?
Not renewable.
Okay, let's see, let's see. Hydropower, the power created by the water. Do you think this is renewable or non-renewable?
Mm,
Hydropower,
renewable.
renewable. The water? Nuclear energy. What about this? Nuclear energy. Do you think the nuclear energy is renewable or non-renewable?
Not renewable.
Okay, soil. The soil is renewable or non-renewable? The soil.
Mm, renewable.
Renewable. Okay. The oil. The oil
Not
is
renewable.
non-renewable. Natural gas.
Renewable.
Okay. Wood.
Renewable.
Solar energy.
Renewable.
Okay. Let's check if you are correct. Oh, natural gas is non-renewable. Natural gas is like petroleum and oil. This is non-renewable. Okay, but that's okay. Perfect. And you learn a lot from natural resources. Okay. We have a third activity here. Okay, now let's talk about the energy sources. Energy sources. So let's talk about energy. Where does energy come from? Okay. How do you call the energy from the sun? Solar, oil, natural gas, or hydropower? The energy from the sun. How do
Hey.
you call it? Natural gas?
Mm,
Hmm.
hey.
Solar energy. Yes, this is the energy that we receive from the sun. Solar. Okay. What is the energy that what is called the energy that come from living things? Wind, oil, coal, or biomass?
La B. D.
B.
D.
Are you sure? D. Oh yes, biomass. Excellent. How do you call the energy that come from the liquid fossil fuels? It is black. How do you call it? Oil, biomass, hydropower, or coal? Liquid fossil fuel energy.
A.
Oil. Yes, correct.
Okay, we were here. Okay, oil. Very good. We did it. Okay. This is an energy that comes from earth heat. Coal, biomass, geothermal, or oil. How do you think it is called? The energy that comes from the heat. Coal, geothermal, biomass, or oil? A, B,
C.
or C? C. Geothermal energy is the energy that comes from earth heat. Okay, now we have an energy that is a gas fossil fuel. It is oil, natural gas, geothermal, or hydropower. How do you call the energy that comes from gas fossil fuel? A, B, C, or D?
B.
B, natural gas. Excellent. Congratulations. Very good. Okay, this is an energy that comes from moving water.
Energy that comes from moving water. Biomass, solar, wind, or hydropower. The energy that comes from the water. How do you call it?
D.
The hydropower. Correct answer. This is an energy that comes from solid fossil fuel. Wind, biomass, coal, or oil.
C.
C. Coal. Coal. Okay, this is energy that comes from moving air, the air. How do you call it? Solar, wind, oil, or coil?
B.
Wind energy. Perfect. Excellent score. 8 of 8. Very good. In today's class, we saw the natural resources. The natural resources are the solar energy, oil, fish, trees, water, animals, and plants. Metals, animals, oxygen, fossil fuels, atmosphere, gas, natural gas, mineral, flower, energy, ocean, plants, birds, coal, soil. These words are related to natural resources. Natural resources are divided into categories: renewable and non-renewable resources. There are natural resources that come from living things like plants and animals, and natural resources that come from non-living things, like, for example, minerals. The minerals are non-living things. The definition for natural resources are the things such as trees, air, minerals, and fresh water, which are found in nature and are necessary for useful to human beings. Okay, excellent. So as I mentioned before, we need natural resources in our life for daily things. Like, for example, heat our cold places. We use coal. We use oil to move our cars. We need air to breathe. We eat plants and animals. So natural resources are useful for human beings, and we are human beings. So we need to take care of those natural resources.